The following is a spur-of-the-moment how to teach you some Frisbee basics. So here we go. Now the first thing you need to know about today is that it's very windy. Bad example. It's intermittent windy, so everything we do, going to take the wind into consideration. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to establish a nice grip on the Frisbee. Here we go, we've got a nice Pro Touch 175. The edge is kind of thin, which is too bad, but you're just going to grip it, open hand, here, like this. Okay, notice how your thumb is on top, fingers on the bottom, pretty basic. You can put your finger here if you want. Helps with our cue, which is point to your target. Let's try it out a bit. Okay, so from one hip, out, chopping down a tree, horizontal, bam. Okay, got another Frisbee here, point to your target. Okay, the next skill that we're going to try is called the forehand grip. Personally, what I do is I put my two fingers here, index and middle finger, on the inside of the disc, like this. So your middle finger is on the ridge. Okay, your thumb is on top, and instead of across our body, we're going to go outside our body. Okay, so you want your elbow in tight to your body. What you're going to do is lean back a bit, bend low. Okay, so we're swinging on this plane. Okay, it's horizontal as well, but instead of this, it's this. Your forearm is facing up, your hand is facing up. This is the pronated position, anatomical position. Here we go, like this. And our cue for this is flat Frisbee, and flick. Flicking the wrist, it's like a mini karate chop. Okay, flat and flick. Wow, pretty accurate. Let's see if we can do one into the wind for you. Waiting for some good wind. Flat and flick. Nice. Flat, flick, flick. Okay, so those are some basic ways to throw a Frisbee. But Frisbee's a lot, it's all about movement, okay? It's about creating angles, opportunities for your teammates. So when we have the disc, we have to be standing still in a stationary position. We can pivot like we do in basketball. Okay, so we're faking one way and we're throwing the other way. Okay, your defender will be here, fake the backhand, throw the forehand, and my teammates are constantly in a state of movement, getting open, communicating with me verbally, non-verbally. Okay, and then the third throw that we'll show you guys, because I don't have anyone else with me here to demonstrate effective passing into a space, passing in front of somebody or leading them. So we're just going to jump right ahead. We're going to do the hammer throw. Okay, so the forehand grip, which we'll just go into this a little bit more. So flat hand, high five the Frisbee, high five in the Frisbee, sliding our hand, middle fingers on the ridge. Okay, high five the Frisbee, thumb and these three fingers are on the outside of the disc, middle two fingers inside. Okay, so that's what it looks like, a nice tight grip. Okay, someone can't pull this out of your hand. A lot of people do too loose of a grip and they don't get a good snap on it. Okay, so we're using the forehand grip and we're going to do the hammer throw. Okay, so instead of this, we're angling it up. Okay, so Frisbee top is going to hit you on top of the head on your way through. Okay, so from this to this, over your head, and notice how my body arches with it. Okay, it's like you're doing good morning stretches like this, stretching, and then you're just stretching up with the disc. Okay, so stretching up with the disc and over your head. The Frisbee will come out upside down, spin through the air, and even out. Let me try a couple into the wind. A good thing to remember on your way out is to flick the disc, because the more spin that's on it, it can counteract that wind. If you throw a disc without any wind or without any spin on it, the wind's going to catch it and do with it whatever it wants, like that. it's going to be difficult for your receiver to catch that. So if there's one thing that's important about Frisbee, it's about putting as much spin as necessary on the disc that it makes it the whole way. Spinning it cuts down the resistance of the air and the wind so that it can fly true. It's like an airplane a little bit. Okay, so flicking your wrist at the end, that's a little dramatic. And those three throws, there's a couple others, some adaptations here. So this would be an adapted forehand, like a quick release. So 4 fingers on top, thumb on the bottom, and you're pivoting at your shoulder so your elbow is straight, like this. Okay, so you're throwing it, you're flicking your wrist at the end there. Wham. Okay, that's a quick release. Doesn't get used very often. And then the forehand has another alteration, which instead of using your 2 fingers here on the inside, you're going to use your thumb. Okay, so you're high-fiving the disc, high-five the disc, slide your finger out like this, then grab it, wrap it around. So your thumb is going just on the edge of the disc, just like this. Okay, and then what you're doing is you're flicking your wrist and you're following through with your thumb. It's like you're putting a stamp. So stamp it will be my cue. Put a stamp on it. Into the wind here. Flick. Flick. Nice. So I know it's going pretty fast, but if you want to rewind the video, you can watch. Maybe I'll do another demo on the hand gripping of the different styles. But other than that, Frisbee's a great sport. It's a great way to get outside, some fresh air. It's one of the only sports that is self-governed, so there's no referees. It's based on the honor system, and I like it. I like it a lot because there's so many opportunities for hang time, for sweet moves, catches. You can do some catches like between your legs. Let's see if this works here. Wind is pretty crazy. Throwing it. Bad throw. Throwing it up. There we go. There's a between the legs catch. Spice it up, Frisbee. It's a fun time.